Hey, I think we are live. Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan coming at you with yet another live stream. It is right now, as I utter these words, Monday. I think I just got my notification there. Anyway, it's Monday, 4:25 Pacific Standard Time. So probably stay on maybe an hour and a half today, see what's up, because I got some plans sort of for this evening with my wife. So sort of, I'm going to take her on a little hike, a local hike. So anyway, guys, what is up? Yeah, just a short little live stream today. Michael, I see some of the regs here. Johnny, Wujita, Kay, what is going on, guys? Yeah, it's cool. I know, yeah, Johnny, you're on the East Coast, so yeah, me coming on a little earlier on days like this probably makes it a little easier for you, so you're not watching like at midnight as you often are. I don't know what time you go to bed normally though, Johnny, but cool, good to see you. Who else is joining us here? Michael, you clicked as fast as you could. Awesome, thanks. Tin Man, what is up? Hardly Tin Man, Adonis. I'm curious, Tin Man. Your name is so interesting. Could you like share with me what it means, the origins of it, or anything? If you feel like it, you don't have to, but if you don't mind sharing, I'd be really curious to know. Elizabeth, yeah, man, why would I convince you to quit being compassionate towards animals and just sentient beings in general? I know you're not gonna. I really doubt too many vegans would try to convince me to quit, maybe Mr. Vegan or something, perhaps, I don't know, unnatural vegan, weirdos like that. But other than that, weirdos meaning just ones that kind of on the outside like to be controversial and take controversial positions. But anyway, outside of that, I don't expect too many vegans to take me up on convincing me to quit, but it's more for the people that really think they have a great reason why I should quit being vegan, so I'd like to hear if someone really has a great reason why me, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, should stop being vegan. Let me know. If you have some reason why you should quit vegan, you can share it with me, but that's not to convince me. Just tell me why I should quit, and I'll listen to whoever it is. So anyway, let's see, Metalhead, second stream today for you. Wow, you are like kicking butt if you're like following all these streams today. Wow. I saw Vegan Gains was on a little bit earlier when I was having my smoothie. Kay, how's it going, Kay? And Tofu Tuesday, Lewis. Let's see. Kay wants to, who's my favorite YouTube couple besides me and Angie? I can't think of too many other YouTube couples that I'm like into or anything, or any YouTube couples that I'm into, to be honest with you. I'm not into ourselves, so I can't say that me and Angie, myself, I'm like a narcissist, I'm into me or something like that. So I don't think I have a favorite YouTube couple, in case that's what you're wondering there. Okay, I can't recall one. Oh, Hench Herbivore was on earlier. Okay, cool. Salala, what do I think about Izzy Davis now? I haven't really communicated with her for 2-3 years maybe, ever since she went away to Berkeley basically, so that's probably 4 years. I understand she's not vegan now. I don't fully follow or know what she's doing. Yeah, wasn't she like in Berkeley and all her friends were like not vegan, and that had some kind of effect on her, something like that? I don't know, I'd love to talk to her sometime, see what she's up to, go down and visit her in San Diego County. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't want to really talk any smack or anything, but I just like to have a chill conversation with Izzy sometime. I invite her on the live stream, but I'm afraid too many guys would get really pissed off at her since she like quit being vegan, or I think she did. I really don't know what she's up to. Aaron Purcell's totally into us both. Okay, cool. I imagine you're talking about me and Hench Herbivore, or me and Izzy. Let's see. Actually, let me keep my policy here of staying hydrated the entire time. I'm kind of a little tired too today, guys. If I seem a little weird, I probably don't, but I did a pretty grueling workout today outdoors on a basketball court, and workout on the court and off the court too, jumping on and off stuff. So I'm pretty chill right now, let's say. My body feels pretty good, even though I'm going to take Angie on a little hike in a little bit. I hope it'll be easy. It'll be all flat. Hey, Cooper Cabs, you support Black Lives, but not Black Lives Matter. Hey, to each your own, you know? I mean, I'm standing on the side of, like, say, the NBA, you know, supports Black Lives Matter. It's written all in the court. Korean K-pop super band BTS donated $1 million to BLM and raised another $1 million of matching funds. So, I mean, if you have some reason why you don't support it, but yeah, of course, all lives matter. I mean, I don't understand why we need to say that, you know? I mean, of course, all lives matter. That just seems to be kind of a weird way to cop out that you don't really support Black lives. So I don't know. Anyway, cool. Thanks for the super chat tip there if you wanted to get that across. But, you know, if you support Black lives, then support what I did too. I've donated to the Southern Poverty Law Center. If you have an issue with Black Lives Matter, you maybe heard some misinformation, some George Soros nonsense, whatever. If that's the case for you, donate to another non-controversial organization that fights for racial injustice, against racial injustice, I should say. So yeah, if you support the cause but don't like that one cause, who cares? There's dozens and dozens of other ones that you can support. Let's see. Let's see, what else here? Let's see, what are we talking about? Hair? What are we talking about? Hair? Maybe ask the hair question again. I don't seem to be catching it. Is it about calcium? I see a question about calcium from Eric. Calcium is not a problem. I mean, there's, you know, plants have calcium in them. It's not like animals are this great calcium producing powerhouse. I mean, as long as you're not like calorie restricting or just monoing on one or two few foods or eliminating entire food groups like potatoes or whatever. I mean, as long as you're eating a diverse whole food based diet, you're not going to be deficient in calcium. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I've just been doing this now for nearly 10 years. And when I get my blood test back, calcium's not an issue. Jay wants to know if I drink beer. I can't remember the last time I had a beer. I think I had a beer last year maybe or so. I mean, I rarely drink beer. Iron Gamer, interesting. Did I see VD's response to my taunts? Yeah, I've been taunting that, you know, anti-vegan channel known as VD, you know, because her channel basically is venereal disease, you know, because, you know, she likes to freeze frames on really ugly frames and say, hey, look how ugly he looks, like this. And I've been taunting her. It's like, here, VD, here, take this frame and use it to show how horrible a vegan diet is. Because if you go vegan, you'll end up looking like this permanently, and not show the frame like 2 seconds after where you look like a decently okay looking human being once again. So really, she fell for my taunts, huh? That's cool. What did she do? No, I don't follow her. I don't look at her stupid content because it's all the same crap. You know, freeze a frame of someone with a corbo. Ha, look at them. It's only because they're vegan that they look like that. If they were not vegan, they'd look like that, like how they did before they went vegan. That's their entire channel. If you want to start a stupid YouTube channel, there's the recipe. Find frozen frames of vegans or celebrities. Find Brad Pitt where he looks like this and go, look, Brad Pitt looks like this now, and make up some stupid reason as to why. In her case, it's because they're vegan. So anyway, that's interesting. Yeah, let me get some more footage for her. I like to do this now. VD, I'm really trying to make your life easy for you, because I know it must take a lot of time to wait for a follower or viewer of your channel to send you a timestamp of when to freeze a vegan. But right here, let me get the time here. 8 minutes, 40 seconds into this live stream. Tell her to go, and here we are. There we go. There you go, VD. There's some freeze frames for you. And I'd love to hear the stories that you're going to invent, why I permanently look like that, and how a vegan diet caused me to look like that. So anyway. Okay, so what other, let's see. Iron Gamer, please tell me what she said. Anyway, I'll answer some more questions now, guys. Let's see. You're not going to tell me, Iron Gamer, what she said or did? Please tell me. A Disciplio, is a vegan diet the healthiest diet? It isn't clear to me which diet is the healthiest long term. Well, I mean, I've never said that a vegan diet is the healthiest diet, because there's no such thing as the vegan diet. You know, there's just different ways of, there's no such one way of being vegan is what I'm saying. But let's look at the American Dietetics Association vegan, their position on vegan diets. Let's see what they say. This is the largest group of health professionals in the United States, the world, I believe, too. They changed their name from American Dietetics Association to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And it says right here, the position, this is after reviewing, if you look at the, this is the abstract. It's a full article. There's over 100 scientific citations, references they use. And it says right here, appropriately plan vegetarian diets, including vegan diets. And appropriately plans meaning you're not doing something stupid or unhealthy. Like, yeah, you could live off French fries and Oreos, call yourself a vegan, but that's not really appropriately planned. They're talking about eating like how we do, whole food based. Anyway, these appropriately planned vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain disease. And these well-planned diets are appropriate for individuals during all stages of life, including pregnancy, lactation, childhood, and adolescence. And this is all people in all phases of life. So if you're wondering if it's going to kill you or something going vegan, this is, again, a well-researched position paper. So no, it's actually not going to kill you. It's actually going to be more than fine, nutritionally adequate, and provide benefits like reducing your risk of dying or of the most common forms of disease and death here. Let's see, Iron Gamer. VD's recent video on me was about brain fog. Really, because I just made a video about brain fog. Interesting how she'll pick on someone like me who has a super sharp mind. I construct concise, clear, valid, logical arguments, research articles, back up what I say, and all she does is say, hey, let's pause the frame. Oh, look it. He has brain fog or whatever, How stupid. If anyone's got brain fog, it's her sorry ass. She can't think. She can't reason her way out of a paper bag. She has zero critical thinking skills. She just makes crap up. So, if I had a permanent brain fog, that's probably be the best I could do here on YouTube is just make crap up. But, I actually take time to research articles. I read through studies. All right, I'll give you the link to, I'll put the link to that American Dietetics. This is just the abstract. There's a whole, there's a whole article about it too. Let me see if I can find the entire article for you rather than just link you to the abstract. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the whole thing. Sorry, 1 second here for you. Shoot, I'm just finding the abstract right now. I have found the whole article and I've shown it before. Darn, why am I just finding the abstract? Okay, here is the, yeah, here you go. Let me show you what I got here. I will paste this to you here. Here is, I believe this is their entire position paper. And here I told you over 100 references to look at here. So anyway, it's well over 100. Let's see. It's actually over 250 references to back this up. So they're not just making crap up like VD does on her crap channel. Here is the link to that paper. If you want to see the official link, the official position paper of the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics about vegan and plant-based diets. Hey, Jamit, how's it going? Jamit, thanks for the super chat tip there. Ryan, later, video description, paper source, thanks. Not sure what you're asking there, Jamit. Let rephrase that question. Are beers vegan? Hey, someone answered you on that. I know if you go to Barnivore, you can see which wines are made, without the use of any animal products. I'm not sure if it covers beer. I don't really drink beer, so you guys could you can answer that for him there. So check that out. Okay, a Hardly Tin Man Adonis. I was asking you earlier, where does your name come from? Let's see. Your username stems from your Facebook account or your, okay, Heartmail Ramser. I have a thing for hearts. I took the Tin Man idea from Wizard of Oz. Adonis to me is all that's stately and pure. Okay, cool. Actually, let me get back to my main window here. I didn't mean to be stuck on the position paper there. So cool. Okay, Aljama, you're asking me to put the document in the, yeah, put it in there. Yeah, if anyone wants to see the official unedited, the full position paper, the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics on their stance on plant-based diets, vegetarian and vegan diets, and how they're nutritionally adequate and helpful for people in all phases of life, and the scientific references that they use to derive that conclusion. Check it out. Not doing too bad for a guy that worked out in the sun today for an hour and a half, who's supposed to have vegan brain fog, according to VD. That's all that comes out of her mouth, guys, is VD, and you can quote me on that. What's my favorite potato, Bobby? I like smaller potatoes. I mean, russets are good slicers if I'm gonna make slicers. Oil-free. Just sliced, just oven-made potato or French fries. But yeah, I like smaller potatoes. They cook easier. They're more flavorful. Let's see, tall and thin, all phases of life. Am I joking? No. I mean, if you're talking about the official position paper, the Academy of, okay, here it's the position of the American Dietetics Association. So this is older. I've told you they've since changed their name to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. But yeah, that is their wording here, guys. That's not mine. I'll show you once again. If you think I'm making crap up or not, no. Here, the appropriately panned vegetarian or even vegan diets are nutritionally adequate, and they say that furthermore, these well-planned diets, vegetarian, and they're referring to vegan diets too, are appropriate for individuals during all stages of life, including from being before you're born, childhood, infancy, adulthood, professional athletes, whatever you are as a human, wherever you're at. There's not a reason, I can't go vegan because I'm pregnant, or I'm a kid, or I'm an adolescent, or I'm old, or I'm an athlete. Those are not valid reasons. If you think so, you're kind of freelancing on your own. I'd like to see the support for that, but this is, again, based upon 253 references, I believe. He thinks the mother's milk isn't vegan. Well, okay. Veganism is about it's a way of life which seeks to reduce as much as practicable and possible all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And the appropriate thing is there's animals. I mean, yeah, milk from a mother, a human mother given to a human baby, that's 100% vegan. The mother's not being exploited. We're not forcing a cow to be pregnant, taking away her babies and slaughtering it, or putting the babies into the practice of dairy farming and keeping them pregnant and giving them hormones and antibiotics and forcing them to produce milk for human profit to sell to humans. No, that's not like a human mother giving a human baby milk. You guys see there's a huge difference too between a bovine creating milk for a bovine baby, that's what it's intended for, to grow a tiny baby calf into a giant cow. That's not that's not their life path. So it's totally different. Yeah, pie's irrational. Someone who doesn't think human milk isn't vegan doesn't understand what veganism law. Yeah, the mother giving her child her own milk is not exploiting herself in any way, shape, or form. Again, this is all about not harming, not killing, not exploiting a sentient being for human profit or whatever. And a mother's not doing that. Mother's sharing. This is what nature intended to have happen, rather than nature didn't intend that humans would produce babies and then we'd forcibly impregnate cows to produce milk for the human babies. That's just crazy. Like, what other species on this planet drinks the milk of another species? It's unheard of. Anyway, let me get some more water here, guys. All right, so let's see what else we talking about here, folks. Um, California is 75 degrees. Yeah, today was great. It was yeah, low 70s for a change. It's been in the 80s for like a month and a half basically. So I went out there today and took advantage of the beautiful, cool weather. It was foggy. It was overcast when I got up. That quickly burned off. Went out to the basketball court for an hour and a half and did a hard workout there and near the court, jumping off and on things. And I feel pretty good right now. I'm pretty beat. I don't think I want to research a hardcore video tonight. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Let's see. Um, so, let's see. Tin Man, you said you saw a short clip of Angie feeding a squirrel on Facebook. Was that new? I know it was a new post. Yeah, Angie's always feeding squirrels and raccoons here. I don't know which footage that was, but yeah, just like an hour or two ago, we were having lunch and a squirrel went really loud, got really loud outside, so she filmed that. So yeah, she's always involved with the animals here. Um, let's see, Paul Marathon thoughts on antinatalism. If I remember that right, is that people? Explain that to me so I make sure I understand the concept because obviously you know much more about it. Just in a nutshell, does that mean not having babies? And is that like intentional, like everyone should, or you decide that yourself? Let me know what that is exactly because yeah, I decided not to have kids. Me and Angie decided that. Um, yeah, I mean, no, I mean, we, here's the thing. It's just like being vegan. Here's the deal, guys. I even as much I would like to see more people, everyone be vegan because it's such a win for the animals, a win for the environment, win for public health, personal health. I can't say, yeah, everyone must go vegan because I decree so. I'm the authoritarian dictator or anything like that. I came to the decision to not have kids, me and Angie, because it's a huge commitment to financial, a life commitment, lifestyle change for sure. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing if we had kids. Basically, I doubt we'd be able to get by on our meager like music and YouTube earnings and stuff like that, and our creative passions would probably have been abandoned long ago. You wouldn't see us making albums anymore or anything like that. So her and I decided we kind of like each other a lot. Kids are awesome too, but we don't want to give up what we have together. So, and there's other benefits too, like I said, but if someone else wants to have kids, I'm not going to like look down on them. I will say this. So if someone decides to have kids and they really are concerned about their children and their children's children having a habitable planet to live on, as we've had for most of our lives, up until recently, it seems, I really question their decision to not go vegan or at least vegetarian because animal agriculture is the number one source of greenhouse gas emissions. And how do you expect to like look your children in the face when they're older and their children's asking, how come our planet's so effed up? What have you been doing to help us out? At least they could say, hey, I went plant-based and made you guys vegan. So that's what I'm saying. If you have kids, you should at least go vegan for their sake and the animals' sakes too. So that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, if you have kids like Luis does, that's cool. I'm not gonna think Luis is a worse person than I am or anything like that. Just I really think though people should really think hard if they really want to have kids or not, because for so many people are just socialized and they don't understand how they've been socialized. They're led to grow up like you do certain things. You grow up, you go to college, you get a job, you get married, you have a kids, you get old, you retire. This, kind of BS like life plan that's been handed to you from society. And you really got to think each step along the way and see if it really makes sense to you. And yeah, you just shouldn't have kids because you feel like you ought to have kids. If you don't have kids, your family and friends or neighbors will think you're weird. Screw that. Do what you think is right for yourself when it comes to that, because that's a huge like lifestyle commitment. So anyway, let's say, hey, Graven babies, I know you got kids. Are you like trying to make kids stuff? AM, if you want to talk to me about why I should quit being vegan, that's cool. But please, I don't have tolerance for like just what I just broadly categorized as conspiracy theories here. And I've seen you put out a bunch. So if you want to come here and tell me why I should quit vegan and not use conspiracy theories to try to prove your point, have at it. If not, yeah. So anyway, cool, and at least I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm doing more live videos. Yeah, I've just been so busy lately. I haven't had a chance to since my last researched video to research and produce a new video. So I've figured on days when it's not going to fit in my schedule. I'm going to go live and hang out with you guys more. So anyway, yeah, my lucky day. We definitely felt the earthquake. Saturday night, I think it was, or was it Friday night? Saturday night, yeah. Yeah, we felt it here. We were about maybe 20 miles from the epicenter, something like that. So we felt it, but I know people that live much closer to the epicenter, and they said it was like one of the biggest earthquakes, if not the biggest ones they've ever felt, and they were scared, and it was kind of scary. I mean, here's usually what happens, at least for me, when we have an earthquake here in California. You feel it, and then you ask yourself, was that real, or did like maybe some truck drive by or something like that? Then you see, okay, it's still rolling. Then I'm asking myself, okay, how big is it going to get? I'm sitting there watching it. Okay, is this going to be the big one or not? And you're sitting there, okay, it's getting pretty big. And then you kind of feel it kind of level off, and you realize, okay, this is pretty crazy, but it's not the big one. But you just kind of look around, make sure you're not by anything that can fall over and harm you. You know, there's like a big bookcase in the living room. That's where I was, and I'm looking at that. Okay, I know that thing's not secure. I know that's an issue. Just making sure I'm not in its path of falling down if it were to somehow fall down. But yeah, it was a pretty scary little shaker the other night. So anyway, thanks for asking about that. We were safe. Let's see, Luther. I'm not sure who you're responding to, Luther, but I agree what you're saying here. I'm sure you're responding to someone who says vegans must be perfect. Yeah, veganism isn't perfection, nor does it claim to be. Again, the definition of vegan, one widely accepted one put out by the Vegan Society, it's a way of living which seeks to exclude as much as practicable and possible all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Notice how nowhere in there does it say you have to be 100% perfect. If you're out driving and you run over a rodent in the woods or whatever, you're running and you swallow a bug, then veganism is null and void, and you might as well just kill animal after animal, eat steak every day because you can't be perfect. No, it doesn't mean that. It's as much as practicable and possible. So yeah, it's funny how non-vegans really often, like Joe Rogan and others, love to define veganism using these perfectionist terms that no human could live up to. It's not about being perfect. It's about constantly choosing every day not to have animals be part of your diet, not be part of your clothing. What is so hard to understand about that? Anyway, let me get a little more water here. Stay hydrated. Okay, AM, you're trying to convince me to not be vegan. All right, I like it. Let's see what you're saying here. Bread and toast is more harmful to my body than meat. Citation, please. Bread and pasta are more harmful to my body. Meat is, thank you, get a clue, will you? AM, harmful to my body. Let's see, I haven't had meat in over almost 10 years now. Can I ask you, do you have any blood tests to share? Because I do. I've been vegan now nearly 10 years. I've been showing my blood tests going back to 2012, and I was just a vegan like 2 years. And my blood tests say I'm healthy. When I visit my doctors to go over the blood test, every time they were like amazed, like, wow, you're now the last time I went, I was like 51. I have healthier blood tests than people half my age. Said, hardly anyone my age comes in and is not deficient in anything, not pre-diabetic or diabetic. So please tell me, when will these horrible things start happening to me? Because I don't eat meat, and I sometimes eat bread or pasta. And you make it sound like these are staples, like all vegans eat bread or pasta. Let me give you a clue, AM. Non-vegans eat bread and pasta. And just go talk to anyone in the world who's not a vegan and ask them if they eat bread and pasta, especially in the United States. And like 98% will say yes, they eat those foods. So if those foods are unhealthy, then your non-vegan friends who eat meat and also eat bread and pasta should be sicker than anything. The thing is, blood tests don't lie, fitness doesn't lie, athleticism doesn't lie. So if you have some proof to show me how my health should be wrecked, and how come my health isn't wrecked, you can just quote some low carb guru saying that, bread's going to kill people, but here I am 10 years vegan, I eat bread once in a while, I'm not even close to like being deficient in any blood tests, let alone being sick and dying. You do know most people my age are on multiple medications to treat ailments that arose from their crappy diets. I'm on 0 and I'm like 53 now. So anyway, AM, please show me how bread should be killing me, which I don't eat all that often, and that pasta should kill me. And again, non-vegans eat bread and pasta. So your argument absolutely holds 0 water whatsoever. So if you want to try again, that's cool. Yeah. And then he's not mentioning how meat raises LDL cholesterol. And, mentioning blood tests, I've been putting my blood tests, like I said, up here for 8 years. And the few times I've seen low carbers, especially carnivores, put their blood tests up, they're pretty horrible. Like say VD, you know who I'm talking about, that channel that likes to phrase me going like this and say, look, he looks crazy because he's vegan. Anyway, she put her blood test up and I saw her LDL cholesterol was like horrible. It was like 100 points more than what mine is. And then the Baker, the carnivore doctor, super high cholesterol, 0 testosterone in his body, low in vitamin D. These are much worse than what mine are. But but the thing, vegans are held to the super high standards. So if your blood tests aren't perfect, they'll just come all over and kill you because it's because he's vegan. But anyway, Anyway, I think we scared our friend AM away with logic and facts and truth. Maybe AM, if you're still here, go check out my blood test. Just go to our channel homepage, Happy Healthy Vegan. Just click the link there because you're watching on YouTube. Click Happy Healthy Vegan. Go to videos and search for blood tests. I've got at least 6 blood tests from the past 8 years. Check them out. They're all there for you guys to see. And Ali Shaw, you raised a good point. The vegans that are dropping, the vegan influencers usually had some kind of weird, extreme way of dieting, being vegan. They're usually like extended raw foodists and fasting and into purity and detoxing and all this nonsense that's not part of any like vegan medical doctor's way of being vegan. So anyway, yeah, I agree with you on that observation there. You think AM has left the chat? Probably so. That person's just going off and off, and now just like complete total silence. Let's see, Katrina, interesting. You used to be an ex-vegan, but unlike all those other ex-vegans, you took accountability for your actions. Thank you for not throwing veganism under the bus as a result of things that you may have done, which may have not been the best decisions. Let's see what else you said. You took accountability for your actions and came back to veganism the right way this time. It was completely your fault. You failed. Oh, interesting, Karina. Please share with me a little bit more. Yeah, Craig's asking, like, how did you fail? What were you doing that now that you can look back on and say, yeah, that is probably why it wasn't working out for me now, and likewise why it is now working out for you. So please share with us, because people don't believe me when I say that. That's like, all these people that quit, they're usually doing something pretty non-standard, let's say. I want to say silly or bad, but they're just doing something that's not like what you find like like say like Garth Davis, vegan medical doctor. He doesn't describe, yeah, if you're vegan, that means you eat only one thing or you fast for 30 or whatever, a calorie restrict. Didn't say any of those things. If you don't mind sharing with us, that would be awesome. Hey, Alex. Okay, so anyway, Mitchell, plants have feelings. Yes, we hear this often, guys. You guys like that one? What if plants have feelings? So if plants had feelings, then that means even more so that meat eaters shouldn't eat them. If you care about plants all of a sudden, because I know like People are fine eating dead animals, they're cool with that, but all of a sudden they become plant activists. What if plants have feelings? Well, first let me just dispel that for you. By definition, in order to have feelings, you must have a brain. In order to have anything remotely resembling feelings, like, to feel love, to feel pain, to feel pleasure, to feel embarrassment, to feel anger, to have anything resembling a feeling, emotions, thoughts, you need to have a brain, you need to have a central nervous system. That doesn't mean plants have some form of non-animal consciousness awareness. They know how to orient themselves to the sun. They know how to extract minerals from the soil. They know, I use these words figuratively, they have a certain kind of understanding because they are alive. They're not like rocks or anything like that. They're living things that don't have brains, that don't have central nervous systems. Plants are incapable of having pain. If you don't believe me, if you want to try this experiment, I don't recommend it, but if you removed your brain and or central nervous system, you would be incapable of having thoughts, feelings, pain, anything of the sort. Those are prerequisites to have any of these mental, psychological feelings, attitudes that I just described there. Yeah, angry vegan. Good point there. I'll agree. I'll read your thing here because I'm sure it's what I think too. People who use the plants have feelings argument use it as a justification to eat animal products. I would reject the argument if someone used it as a justification to harm dogs and cats. I think I get what you're saying out there. Yeah, it's just a justification. Say, hey, if it's okay to harm plants and they have feelings, then it must also be okay to harm animals who also have feelings. Because what's the difference? There's absolutely no difference between a carrot and a dog. So I might as well just kill dogs. I mean, I'm not saying that, but that's kind of how their reasoning falls apart. Like, if you're walking down the street and you're hungry, it's not a matter of life or death, and you see like a mango and you see a goat, you might as well just kill the goat because that's morally equivalent baloney. Anyone knows that's not morally equivalent to eat a ripened mango that's fallen down to the ground, or a living goat that's in a field playing with his family. Completely two morally different things there. Let's see. That's it, Karina. Let me go back to your comment there. You had an eating disorder and it was restrictive to the point I was extremely deficient. Yes, what I'm talking about, being unnecessarily restrictive. But now you're eating a whole foods, plant-based diet while also supplementing where I need to and eating enough. Awesome. Karina, cool. Thanks for sharing that, because yes, this is what I'm talking about. These people who are just fasting or calorie restricting or eating one food or only raw food, those are restrictive diets. Restrictive in the sense they're restricting calories or restricting just all these great food groups that are not causing disease or death or anything like that, like potatoes and steaming broccoli and stuff like that. So yeah, this is you're exactly proving my point there. So thanks for sharing that and taking responsibility. Saying, yeah, you're probably being a little too restricted in the past. Yeah, just eat a whole food balanced plant-based diet like the American Dietetics Association recommends. I don't see why that's so difficult for a lot of these ex-vegans to grasp that their restrictive way that they chose these restrictive ways to be vegans. That's what caused them problems. Yeah, Stumpy, animals don't have parts that fall off that you can pick up and eat like plants. People say you have to kill plants. No, again, if I walk past a mango tree and a ripe mango falls down and I eat it, nothing died there. The tree continues to exist. I just ate, a fruit that fell from the tree. The tree's still alive. Try to do that with an animal. What are you going to do? Eat its poop or something, maybe? Tarek, wow, that is so intelligent. You've come here and stumped us. Wow, man. You're so great. I'm putting you in a timeout for 300 seconds and see how that goes. Let me try that again. Anyway, so what else have I missed in here? Okay, I'm glad you like that, Annalise, for responding to people say eating plants is the same as killing an animal. It's totally not. It's completely different. Eating a ripened, fallen, or just going out in your backyard, pulling some kale, or going to the store and buying some plant foods and killing a goat. Totally different. Yeah. You guys are asking some good stuff. Let me make sure I continue to be hydrated here. I want to point out too. I know there's a lot of questions flowing now that we're about 110 concurrent viewers right now. If I'm not seeing your question, I apologize. I'm just a simple human. I don't have brain fog or vegan brain fog, as VD is now making videos. Gosh, she just really wants me to respond to her. That's Anyway, you can just leave a super chat tip. Just have to be much, whatever the minimum is, and I'll see it'll get flashed in my face here. So just letting you know, that's one way to make sure I see your question. Or if you just want to express some gratitude and thanks for us for doing what we're doing, that's cool too. So let me stretch a little bit here. I tell you guys, I'm a little sore from an hour and a half workout today on the basketball court, on and off the court, working on the court and off the court, jumping on things and off of things. So I'm kind of a little sore right now. My 53-year-old deficient vegan body, is just like, sore right now a little bit. So anyway, I'm sure if I wasn't vegan, I'd have no soreness. I'd recover instantly and blah, 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 right? Anyway, Bobby, you feel as a vegan a little bad about picking and plucking live plants. What do you make of that? I mean, I know what you're saying. Yeah, at least we think about these kinds of things. I know what you're saying. I'd say for the most part, depending on what you're plucking or picking, usually it grows right back. Like, our greens in the yard here, just pluck off an arm of chard or kale and it grows back, and there's still others arms of those plants still there. So they're not really killing it per se or anything like that. But yeah, they're not, it's not like you're stabbing a goat in the throat or something like that. Annalise, you got this DM the other day when people say we evolved to animal fats. Thanks to animal fats. And we only eat fruits and veggies in season. We need fats for hormones. Scientific reference needed that we need animal fats for hormones. I mean, that's again, I'd like to see where their claim is that we need right now in 2020 animal fats for hormones. If we needed animal fats for hormones, all us long-term vegans, instead of being thriving and healthy, we should be sick and dying. I mean, talk about hormones, male hormones. My testosterone, I know you guys are sick of hearing this, it's 744 when I tested it about a year and a half ago. That's what a 28-year-old man has. I'm 53. So there's bull crap about hormones there. They're just trying to rationalize their or justify their immoral behavior by trying to make up a bunch of crap. You don't need animal products for hormones. If so, when we go to the American Dietetics Association position here on vegan and vegetarian diets, they wouldn't say that these are fine. Again, appropriately planned vegan and vegetarian diets are healthful and nutritionally adequate, and also may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. Nowhere in here does it say, but you really have to worry about hormones, so you should have some animal products just to be safe. It doesn't say that. So ask them for some kind of scientific reference other than them just making crap up, because that's what most anti-vegans do. They just make crap up. Trainer Red, do I miss any food that I used to eat? No, not at all. I mean, there's vegan versions of everything now. It's 2020. Yeah, it may have been true 5 years ago, 10 years ago when I first started. It is already easy then. It's so much easier now. If you miss having pizza, there's vegan pizza. If you miss ice cream, there's great vegan ice creams. You don't have to give up cheese if you're a vegetarian. There's great vegan cheeses. We just ordered some today. Some chow or follow your heart. I mean, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Milk and plant milks are better and tastier than any cow milks I've had. There's absolutely nothing you have to give up. You like Ben and Jerry's? Well, there's how many 8 flavors of dairy-free Ben and Jerry's now? There's nothing. It's zero sacrifice. Now in 2020, you give up nothing other than like cholesterol and suffering and killing. That's about it. And higher risk factors for disease. That's what you're giving up. You're not giving up anything that's meaningful or beneficial. What is Timothy saying? Your body doesn't know any difference between one fat source and another. Yeah, I mean, if you're really concerned about fats, there's plenty of fats that you can get from plants. I mean, just all plants have fats anyway, but there's plants that are higher in fat content. You want your omega-3s, get some ground flaxseed, or have some hemp, have some lentine like I have in my smoothies. It's not an issue. You can, there's I don't know why some people argue that there's no fats in plants, there's no protein in plants. I mean, go to Chronometer. It's really easy to just punch in any food and see what's in it, you know. Anyway, guys. Hey, Perpetually Annoyed, what is up? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are asking so many questions so quickly here, and I'm a tired athlete today, so let me see what I can do to answer your questions here. Yeah, coconuts full of fat. Thank you, Graven Babies. There's so many sources of fat. Avocados, durian, nuts, seeds. I mean, even just having like a banana, there's some fat in that too. Not a lot, but all plants have fat. Hey, Uncle Walt. Yes, I am live right now, Uncle Walt. Good to see you, Uncle Walt. I've been streaming a little bit more lately too, so if you can't catch them all, Uncle Walt, or any of you guys, no worries. Totally understand. Craig, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. You're talking about to Annalise. Let's see. Oh, should you ask a question about sugar? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sugar. I mean, here's the thing. There's two kinds of sugar when you really get down to it. There's the natural sugar that's in foods, you know, not separated from all the fiber and fat and protein and other minerals and micronutrients, the way nature designed these foods to be absorbed. Then there's the sugar that's been completely extracted and removed from the food, and there's nothing else in it. Kind of the fat equivalent of oils, like olive oil. You know, all the carbs, proteins, everything else is out, just the fat. That's what sugar is. I'm not fans of really either, because I prefer whole food plants. So I'm gonna just make that distinction there between sugars that are still in their natural container package versus refined sugars. I rarely have refined sugars. I don't really need them. You know, I mean, I don't even really know what a use for refined sugar is. To sweeten something up? If so, I'll put a plant-based sweetener in there, like agave or something like that. But yeah, it's not that I avoid them. I just don't know even what to do with sugar. I don't have any use for sugar, is what I'm saying. So anyway, what else are we talking about? No, Buddha wasn't obese. Those images that people often associate with Buddha, that's some other kind of Chinese god of some kind. No, Buddha was not an obese person. He was a beggar. You know, it wouldn't be obese. Yeah, date syrup. I can't remember last time I had date syrup. I remember having that before. Let's see, Michael. You said, is it okay to eat bananas that are very brown? Used to have them in the smoothies. It tasted the best. I'm not sure what you mean by very brown. You want to have, you know, brown spots on your bananas, and after that, they could become more and more spotty, and there becomes a perfect point when I like them, and after that they kind of decay a bit, and I'll put those into the freezer and make banana ice cream out of those. That's what I do with them. After a certain point, they just kind of get gross, and I'll have them if I'm desperate, but it's not my ideal choice. So anyway, I hope I answered your question there. Iron Gamer, respond to Lies Laid Bare. I'm not seeing the question there. Ask it again if you don't mind. I'll try to scroll up, but like I said, it's hard for me. I'm not seeing the question there, so ask again or make it a super chat tip so I see it. But yeah, try it again, and if Iron Gamer thinks it's a worthy question, it probably is. You only use white sugar for the hummingbird. See, there is a use. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like Michael. Your bananas may have been too far gone. You know what I mean? There's like a perfect point when they're spotted and they're tasty. They're really sweet. And then after that, they just kind of slowly decay into a kind of grossness. They fall apart. It's gross. Anyway, my favorite sweet potato. I don't think I have a favorite sweet potato. Bobby. Yeah, sorry to say. um, let's see. I'm gonna. Seems like most ancient religions sacrificed and ate meat. Do you know of any that are vegan or sacrifice plants? Hey, I'm not an expert in ancient world religions, but considering how important harvest is, especially once you reach times like say Mesopotamia onward, I wouldn't be surprised if you can find some examples of sacrificing your crops. You know, let us know if any ancient history scholars know anything about that, because that's beyond my level of knowledge in that area. Um, Gareth, stance on MMJ. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Just spell it out for me. Pretend I'm not that smart. um, all right, yeah, you guys. I'm kind of missing what you guys are talking about right now. So I'm not even sure. Um, Well, get it. If you are interested in that, do some research and yes, learn more about ancient civilizations, histories, and sacrificing rituals. I don't know about that, but even if people were sacrificing animals, 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, 100,000 years ago. Who cares? How does that relate to me right now in 2020 when I can go to, anywhere in the world and have access to supermarkets? I mean, animal sacrifice is cruel, it's evil and immoral. It doesn't need, it's harming animals that want to live. So I'm not sure how, just because people sacrifice animals in the past, some people did some immoral action in the past, what bearing does it have on us now as modern humans? Morally, dietarily, health wise, I'm not sure what the connection is there. If you're just interested in it for interest sake, cool, research it. But I don't know how it really applies to any of us right now in the modern civilized world. Hey, Dried Mango, thank you for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Um, let's see, your question. Am I familiar with the recent Oatly controversy? I'm aware that there is or was a recent controversy about Oatly, the brand that makes plant-based milks out of oat. But I don't think I bothered to see what the controversy really was. If one of you guys want to fill me in really quickly about the Oatly controversy, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm aware there was something going on. I should have checked into it. I guess there's a lot of news going on in that time period. I go, okay, cool. If Oatly's causing some stirs, cool, get their name out there more. That being said, I've been enjoying oat milks a lot more for the past few months. I still like almond milk too, but oat milks have we're drinking more oat milk now than before. Let's see. But yeah, actually, let me see if I can just get a quick summary if I type in Oatly controversy. I'm going to try to copy your text here. Hang on one second. Um, okay, here it is. I know it'd probably be a lot for you to explain here. So here's the first result about the Oatly controversy here. They face a storm in a teacup after its links to controversial. Yeah, this is what I remember now. I mean, vaguely remember hearing about this private equity investor firm Blackstone. So what do we know? What is bad about the Blackstone? Let's see. Let me just kind of quickly look. Well, I'll share this with all you guys. We all can learn something here about what's going on. All right. So, how come it's all grayed out for me? I'll try it one more time. Okay, that's better now. Ah, Really? Okay, we'll get another source if you're gonna be stupid like that. Okay, I'm sure this Green Matters ain't gonna like put it behind a paywall. Okay. All right. So let's see this partnership here. Blackstone has a 10% stake in the company. It says here. Their ideologies, however, don't exactly align with that of Oatly's or its customer base. They've invested in a Brazilian infrastructure company that happens to be responsible for massive amounts of deforestation in the Amazon. Let's see. They're notoriously pro-Trump. The CEO donated $3 million to Trump's super PAC. Wow. Okay, I didn't see all of that. So Oatly's response is, we understand partnering with Blackstone is an unexpected choice. However, through this partnership, we are able to get a leading player in private equity to invest in sustainability. I don't know whose goals are going to be aligned with whose, though. But yeah, if that's the case, if you really want to vote with your dollars, which I'm all about, I really don't want to my money going directly or indirectly to deforesting the Brazilian Amazon, or any part of the Amazon for that matter, let alone contributing to Trump's super PAC. I'm sure there's, I think I know we don't have Oatly in our fridge right now, whatever our oat milk is. I think we have I tell you, I'm pretty sure we have an oat and an almond. Anyway, get another brand if you want to avoid that, supporting that. So anyway, there's a solution. They don't have a monopoly on oat milk. So hopefully I answered your question there. Dried mango, hopefully. Oh, dried mango. We are we're the ones, I think that I've been communicating with you on Gmail. Are you the one helping me for with the calculation on how long it'll be till, like, say 50% of the US population will be vegan? If so, let's keep that going. I wasn't sure if the ball's in your court and my court, but yeah, we should, I guess, have a conversation to work this all out, because we do want to do the calculation, use some modeling to try to calculate when the majority of people, when 50.01% of Americans will be vegan. That's the goal there. So let's see what you're saying. Yeah, the thing is, animal agriculture is responsible 80% of, I saw animal agriculture is responsible for over 90% of Amazon rainforest destruction. So it sounds like this company has their hand in both animal agriculture, if they're destroying the rainforest, Amazon rainforest, and plant agriculture too, like with oat milk. So anyway, that kind of seals the deal for me. Just buy a different brand of oat milk. I thought we got like a house brand one at one of the markets or something like that. We just started during lockdown using Instacart more and more. And instead of shopping at Whole Foods and all that stuff, getting stuff shipped or delivered from Sprouts. And just today we're going, gee, I hope Sprouts isn't owned by like some crazy right-wing group trying to destroy the Amazon or whatever. And sure enough, it seems to not be. It seems to be a merger of two smaller markets that have nothing like evil like that in their background. So if you know something different, let me know. So anyway, cool, good question, Dried Mango. Okay, Dried Mango, that is you. So what's the next step, Dried Mango? How can we finish this research project? Do you have data? Do you have something to show me, or do we need to collaborate a little bit more? Because I'm really curious to like see what we have as far as when the majority of people in the United States will be vegan. Is it going to be too long? Is it going to happen sooner than we think? I want to know. So what do we need to do, Dried Mango? And we'll make it happen. Let's see. Jana convinced me to quit. Well, that's silly. Why would we want you to do that? We're not saying you would, but I never, when I typed that in, I wasn't thinking a vegan would try to convince me to quit. I was thinking one of these like vegan trolls or anti-vegans would come along and try to give me a great reason why me, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, should quit being vegan. Just inviting someone to provide some kind of attempt at a logical argument, a non-fallacious argument that would make me not go vegan. Josh, I was saying an evil right-wing group. I didn't say all right-wing people are evil. I was saying I should have left that part. Just an evil group bent on destroying, the rainforest, the environment. Typically, yeah, that's not going to be like a progressive group. You know what I'm saying there, John? I'm not pointing anyone out. And I have friends that are Republican who are environmentalists and vegans too. I'm just saying typically it's not going to be like a progressive group that's like, that's anti-climate change and destroying the Amazon. So let me just get that clear. If I lump them together, it's not a lumping. Let's see. I don't know the answer to that, Uncle Lot. Chobani. What is Chobani? Let me know. Ralph's has it. Okay, Ralph's is in Southern California, so that'll be a good tip for Uncle Walt there. Do I think there's any money? Ask Travis. Hey, how's it going, Travis? In opening a vegan hot dog cart. You'd like to start a food truck but don't have the money. I don't know. I know at down here in Southern California, there's an outdoor mall, a boutique, a high-end one called South Coast. No, Newport Fashion Island. My bad. And they have a hot dog. They've had a hot dog cart there for a long time, probably over a decade. The reason I bring this up is because I noticed a few years ago, maybe like 3, 4, or 5 years ago, I noticed they had vegan hot dogs there too. So why would he carry that if it weren't profitable? So there must be it must be a worthwhile business idea if they're carrying vegan hot dogs along with their non-vegan hot dogs. Hopefully, it was just I wonder if he could sustain it just on the vegan dogs or not. But I guess if they had just vegan dogs, word would get out and vegans would seek it out and go there specifically for those dogs. It kind of attracts your own customer base a little bit there. Yeah, Josh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, Joe Rogan's going on saying like, far left people are burning down the cities and burning down like the forest fires here. Like, no, we've had forest fires pretty regularly now in the West Coast for the past 5, 6 years, and they weren't being lit by extreme leftist people then, and they haven't been now. If you just look at the weather conditions of the past like 3 weeks, they've been perfect. And I see on the weather models are converging for early October, the conditions being perfect again with high pressure over the west, above normal temperatures, lower humidities, more conditions for more fires, unfortunately. So it has nothing to do with left-wing people. It has to do with nature getting more bizarre, extreme weather, which was predicted decades ago what would happen when we started seeing climate change, global warming. It wasn't like the world's all of a sudden going to get really hot. We're going to have weirder weather more often, more extreme weather, and it's happening now. Anyway, let's see, Jacob. Do you really think being vegan is a privilege? Explain to me how, Jacob, how being vegan is a privilege and we shouldn't shame people that can't afford it or live in a food desert. But first of all, Jacob, tell me how being vegan is a privilege. I want to hear how being vegan is a privilege. Please be more clear about that. I have no idea what you're saying that being vegan is a privilege. How is eating plants versus much more expensive things like meat? How is eating plants a privilege? Let's see. We'll wait for his answer there. Linda, the air quality is actually pretty. I'm sorry, pretty decent here. The wind is shifted. We're getting more fresh air off the ocean, and it's in the moderate quality. It's not unhealthful or very unhealthy as it was for last week. Um, it was fine today. It seemed like a normal day for the first time in a long time. Yeah, dried mango. Vegan is no more of a privilege than being able to make your own food choices. I mean, yeah, if a person has access to food, they can choose. Hey, I'm gonna go in this store or this little corner grocery market. Am I gonna buy the meat or am I gonna buy the plants? And typically, meat is not that cheap. Fawn Roseberg, how do I get my calcium from eating a wide, diverse array of plants? And there's I've made videos about this before. The top 10 food sources of calcium, and I forgot what they were exactly now, but I remember the majority of them were from plants, not having some kind of animal product. So I eat a wide, diverse group of plants, and I've not been deficient in any of my blood tests for calcium or iron or any of these things that some people say vegans are lacking. So yeah, calcium's never been an issue for me. But if I were low, I would take a calcium supplement. Uncle Walt knows. Uncle Walt, not a vegan yet, but Uncle Walt knows that, yeah, in some of the countries, like, if you travel to outside of, the first world, developed nations, Uncle Walt saying many countries, eating plants is all the poor people can afford. Like, say you only could get by on like $5 a day or $10 a day. You're going to eat a lot of rice, you're going to eat a lot of grains, you're going to eat legumes. You're not going to get a steak. You're not going to Sizzler or anything like that. You're eating plants. So being vegan is not a privilege in any way, shape, or form. Eating plants is not a privilege. Hey, Race, yeah, let's do a Make Uncle Walt vegan stream. That's a great idea, Race. I think, yeah, that'd be the kind of pressure we should put on Uncle Walt, huh? That always works, doing a live stream to make someone go vegan. An angry vegan raises a good point. I didn't even get into the subsidies that go that are paid off to the meat and dairy industries to make their products cheaper than they ought to be if they weren't receiving these unfair subsidies from our taxpayer dollars. It's just complete bullcrap that vegans and non-vegans are subsidizing the meat industry so they can push their products to the people at a lower price than what they should be. If people paid the true price of meat, they would see that being vegan is definitely not a privilege. I'm glad you're liking this chat, Annalise. Yeah, I see I have 123 odd people now. If you want to leave a super chat tip there to show your thanks, that's cool. If you just want to get a question in my face, because I have to admit it's getting tougher and tougher now to see all you guys' questions. So, that's one way to do it. Stay hydrated, guys. Talking about brain fog, I guess VD didn't see my video about brain fog, and one of the most the common sources of people having brain fog is not being dehydrated. It has nothing to do with being vegan or even a meat eater for that matter. Favorite song from my old band LSD? Wow, I don't know. I'm not sure. Good question. I'm glad you know that's my old band there. Let me think for a second. Maybe Mediterranea, one of our first songs. Hey, Big Scroll Nuts, what's happening? Hit the like button too while you're at it, guys. That'd be awesome. Oh, what kind of turntable do I have? Great question, Jeffrey. Let's get into that area here. A little burp. I used to have a couple, Techniques 1200s basically, and we had this one too, but I just got rid of the Techniques. I realized I'm not going to DJ anymore, and I have no desire to, and I have no room to have two giant turntables and all the mixers and crap like that. So anyway, we had a Rega turntable in the living room, and I just brought it into here now to play our vinyl, because it makes sense to put the turntable in the same room as the vinyl is in. So yeah, Rega, R-E-G-A. They're a kind of sort of an audiophile, slight higher end British company, and we had a dealer out here that was like a Rega dealer. I don't think they're in business anymore, but yeah, we bought it from them. Bought them in some smallish speakers, like this biggest speakers, bookshelf speakers for our living room. Hey, Annalise, cool. Because of this chat, you have new vegan friends. Yes, that's one reason why I love doing these live streams. And thanks so much, Annalise, for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. But yes, this is one thing I think brings some value to you guys besides just entertainment is that you have a whole group of friends, or pretty much every time I come on, you're gonna have 100+ vegan friends, plus a few non-vegan trolls at the same time, but mainly a bunch of vegan and vegetarian, plant-based friends here. And this is really important for, I know, a lot of you guys who aren't as fortunate as Angie and I are to live in a mecca of veganism like we have here in California, particularly Southern California. So yeah, we got vegan friends everywhere. We have even though we haven't seen you guys for so long, but not too many of you guys. But anyway, I'm glad for a lot of you guys who don't have that going on, that kind of social structure of veganism that we got, that we can provide a virtual vegan community here. Sorry, my microphone needed some adjustment there. So cool, awesome. I'm glad we could help out there. Let's see, BAM Studios, you only transitioned plant-based and vegan early this year after a year of research with animal rights and a whole food plant-based diet. So excuse me for my past videos which have animal products. Wow, okay, cool. I'm glad you're on it, awesome. If you've been doing it for like what you said, about a year now, you've got it. You've totally got it. Your taste buds have changed, your gut microbiome has changed. It's ready and processing plants, so awesome. Good for you. Hey, Don Jackson, thanks so much for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And Don, you don't even have a question for me. I want to say all you guys, Annalise, Don, Dried Mango, Jamit, Coppers, Cabs Milk Duds, if you're still on, that was our first super chat tip there. Go to the link that Race Lover just put up there. It's my Twitter. You can see it right there. It's at Ryan Lum, because I have shout outs thanking you guys for your generosity and kindness there. So it'll live on in our Twitter feed forever is what I'm saying. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, there's Angie. Angie just popped on. If you guys want to say hello to the glamorous Angie B, who I'm going to take out on a little hike shortly. So I probably won't stay on much longer, maybe like 20-25 minutes, something like that, and take her on a little nice hike to enjoy this beautiful day of beautiful air and beautiful temperatures. Just a perfect day here weather-wise. It's like I was tracking this day for like a week and a half. I saw that the weather was going to get better, cooler, and the air quality was going to improve. So that's today I had it in my calendar, so to speak, that I was going to go work out on the basketball court, because I don't want to go out there when it's a bunch of smoke and it's 85 degrees and whatever. So anyway, cool. So everyone's saying hello to Angie. Jana's Coyote Vegan Explorations. No, I can't think of any particular foods to help you sleep better. I mean, bananas might help because they have I thought basically serotonin in them, which is involved in being able to go to sleep. So you might want to try a banana out in the evening, maybe not like right before bed, but maybe an hour or so, see if that helps you out. Let me know, give it a shot. I don't have too much trouble falling asleep. I usually expend so much energy in a day, either mentally or physically or both, that when bedtime comes around, I'm out. I just fall asleep. I push it pretty much every day. I don't have too many chill out days. Even days when it seems like I'm chilling out, I'm still doing a lot of thinking in some way. I'm either researching a video or researching something. Yeah, it's still daylight in California. Sunset is in about an hour and 15 minutes. So we're going to go on a quick little nearby hike. Yeah, Angie raises a good point. We have 130 odd folks on right now, so you don't have to spam the chat or anything like that. If you're really having trouble, a simple man, seeing your chat amongst 130 people here, yeah, hit us the super chat button. Just make it a buck or two, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything gigantic, and it'll flash on my screen and stick there. I will see your question, so go for that if you must. Okay, Craig says being starched up helps you sleep so well. You could check that out too. I imagine potatoes probably a good source of maybe some serotonin. Check it out. Let's see. No, it wasn't serotonin's. I'm sorry, the neurotransmitter. My bad. Tryptophan is a dietary precursor to serotonin. My bad. You know, I'm not a medical doctor or nutritionist, but I do know that. Yeah, you don't. There's not serotonin's a neurotransmitter. It's not in food. Someone didn't point that out to me. I just caught myself when I was talking about potatoes. There, like, what am I talking about? Potatoes don't have a neurotransmitter in them. Chamomile. Try that out too. Says Bam Studios. Yeah, Angie points out, yeah, the square, like down below the chat thing streaming down, that square button with the dollar sign, that is the super chat button right there. I'm thinking about trying that service that Vegan Gains has, Streamlabs. It just doesn't work right with my Mac. I can't get it to recognize my cameras, but I think their chat payment system thing's even smoother or something like that. But anyway, guys, let's get back to the chat here. Let's see. Oh, cool. I see you guys giving lots of good advice there. Angie just tried to sell a super chat. No, she's pointing out how to do it. iBobby22, as I've been doing too, periodically through this live stream. I've been saying, if there's, that was 140 people, a lot of comments going by. So if you really want to make sure I see your comment, I'm not like trying to dish you or anything. I've been answering. I've only had like 5 super chats. If you want me to really see your question and I don't seem to be getting to it, that's one way to get in front of my face. Yeah, Angie's not selling anything that I'm not selling. I've been saying the same thing. I'm not sure why you took it differently when Angie said it in the chat, but she's saying what I've been saying too. Just pointing out the obvious that you can get a question in front of my face easier that way. So anyway, okay, I wasn't aware of that, Fawn. Pumpkin seeds, which I eat very regularly, and sunflower seeds have tryptophan for sleep. Might want to try that out too. Let's see. Do I watch Chef AJ or any plant doctors? Asked Javen. I know who Chef AJ is. I don't really watch her, but yeah, I do watch like I think Dr. Garth Davis is my most viewed vegan medical doctor of the medical doctor bunch there. So anyway, valerian root. Gee, you guys have some ideas there I'd never encountered before. Cool. Share them. Check them out. I'm not recommending all these. I haven't tried, but check it out. Nope, no one has to pay crap. I'm just on here chatting with you guys. I'm saying if you're frustrated that I'm not answering your question, that's one way to handle it. I know why some people are having issue with that. I'm just saying the obvious there. I'm not like, like some people said Vegan Gains might only answer your questions if you're paid. I'm not like that. I'm not saying he is like that, but, some have said that here before. Just don't worry. You don't have to leave a super chat tip there. This ain't like some, weird pay to chat with me kind of thing. Even though I will be going pretty soon, so if you want to get your question answered today, that's one way. But I want to take Angie on a little walk on this nice day. Let's see. All right, Bobby, if you got a split, whatever. If you hate this concept of super chat tipping, whatevs. I've been chatting with you all day for free, though, so remember that. Let's see. Fallon Mary. No, I have not heard of that. Annalise, yeah, get studying for your exam. I'll be leaving shortly as well. Do I consume cannabis? Yeah, sometimes, Jeff Wick, I consume cannabis. Yeah, it's not not something I do like, I'm not on cannabis right now or anything, but I'm definitely not opposed, to cannabis. Especially I've been supporting its legalization. I really think it's injustice at work here. If you can, drink all the alcohol you want, that's totally cool, but if you're caught with a joint in some states, you're going to prison for like 10 years. Like, where's the justice in that? That's just complete nonsense. Hey, Produce Not Pills. Yeah, we're not dying of any deficiencies yet, Produce Not Pills. Good question. Nope, this is definitely not an OnlyFans or anything like that. Nope. Anyway, Yes, I'm not going to start one, Craig. I never had any desire or thoughts of ever starting an OnlyFans or anything like that. But yeah, Vegan Gains has one. Cool. I'm not going to like check it out or anything, but yeah, if whatever, makes someone creatively happy, that's cool. That's not my thing. Let's see. Where's a good place to go for a walk? I don't want to give our secrets away, Uncle Walt. I don't want any stalkers to find us. But yeah, there's little places like we go to around here. I mean, if you watch our vlogs, you see a lot of them. I don't think we're anywhere like new or anything today. But yeah, certain places around here, where we're either along the coast or a wetland or something of the sort. There's a few out in our area. There's one right here in Long Beach, and the further out we go, there's more options. Um, anyway, will cannabis heal cancer and hemp save the world? Well, hemp is a great alternative to like, cotton and cutting down trees for paper. So yeah, there are definitely benefits. Well, it like cure diseases. I don't know. Ask the scientists that. I need to read the studies on that. And I know there's some signs that it might, but I can't say I'm well read on that. So I'm probably not the best person to speak about that. Hey, BAM Studios, you're a fellow audiophile and music connoisseur. Awesome. What do you say would be your favorite band and favorite artist? Yours is the Strokes. Wow. Okay. Mine are really weird. I have like different artists I like for different things. Like for me, I think the best, like for me, the pinnacle of like recorded vinyl rock music, in my opinion, is like say Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here." To me, I just every time I listen to that, it's just like oral candy for my soul. It's just so perfectly recorded. The sounds are just so amazing, and the moods that they craft on there, just to me, just the pinnacle of having the right thing at the right time, the right artist, the right recording studio, the right gear, the right team working at the studio to help them create that. But I mean, like Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, one of my favorite things to listen to of all time, recorded live, basically. And in the 90s, I was really into like say Cocteau Twins. But yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of things. I find beauty in all different kinds of music, all different genres. I mean, you'd be tripped out if you saw like what Angie and I might listen to over a week's time, and we're listening to music at night. It's like I might listen to like say like "Oh Daddy," by Fleetwood Mac on Rumors, and then flip on like say like "Who's Crying Now" by Journey. We checked that out a few nights ago. Like I haven't heard that in a long time. So but there's it's something like touches my soul. I like it. I don't care what genre it is. So anyway, thanks though so much for that, BAM Studios, for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. But yeah, I would kind of consider myself a bit of an audiophile here. I've like I'm speaking into a Neumann microphone right now. If any of you guys know what that is, we take we're very serious about having good quality audio, both in our streams, our videos, and more importantly our music. You want our music to sound really good. Yeah, The Wall is a great album too, Uncle Walt, for sure. Yeah, mine is the albums that were right before that, like Wish You Were Here. Yeah, I just love that song. I love the album. I just go nuts. In fact, I should listen to it again one night. I can't remember the last time I sat down here with the vinyl and listened to "Wish You Were Here." I don't think I've done it since I put the Rega turntable in here, so it'll be a new experience. Thanks, Alex. You love our guys' songs, our Love Spirals band. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so Instacart hasn't arrived yet, Angie. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I guess our walk might be delayed. It says it's on its way. Oh, it should be here in 7 minutes, Angie. So yeah, maybe we'll put the stuff in the fridge that needs to go in the fridge, and we'll go right after that. Dolores, I definitely did not grow up in a vegan home. None of my family's vegan. Parents definitely not vegan. No, I went vegan. Me and Angie have our own vegan home. We didn't grow up in this home. Obviously, we're not siblings or anything like that. No, we both fully came to eating this way on our own, through our own individual sense of morality, that it's just wrong, therefore immoral, to needlessly kill animals for our food to stay alive when we don't need to do that. Can eat plants and be equally as healthy, if not way more healthy. And it's great for the environment too. Thanks, Linda. I hope we have a fun little hike. I hope it all works out weather-wise. Um, hemp tofu? What is hemp tofu? I'm angry vegan. I gotta check that out. That sounds interesting. Yeah, hemp. Yeah, hemp's a great a great nutritional profile, guys. Yeah, I mean it is a wonder plant. It's a shame it's been like effectively banned for like 80 years in the United States up until recently. It's just complete nonsense. Anyway, I don't want to get too far on off track here. Let's see. I should get going pretty soon if our Instacart will be here, and then we're gonna go on our little hike. Um, What else you guys talking about? Love, Uncle Walt. You talking about our song "Love"? Yeah, it's a chill song. If you think about love spiral songs of ours. Oh, thanks, Michael. Thanks for being. Yeah, you were one of the first people on, Michael, if I remember right. Yeah, you've been here an hour and 20 odd minutes. Cool. Thanks. You're hardcore, bro. Thank you. What about DMT? I've only one time I've tried to smoke DMT. I don't think I had quite enough, but I saw some like Sega geometry patterns. I didn't have anything like a Terence McKenna experience with the self-transforming machine elves or anything like that. It's not the easiest thing to acquire or anything like that unless you move in certain circles, which I really don't. But yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, something I always kind of wanted to try after reading Terence McKenna's books and listen to his speeches when I was younger in college. Am I an organic vegan? I think I know you're asking about Big Squirrel Nuts. I just buy the best quality stuff I can find. Like say I've used the example a bunch of times. At Whole Foods they have their house label. Their organic bananas and conventional bananas. And I could tell easily that the conventional bananas are better. They ripen better, they have a better flavor. They're just a superior product. So I just kind of go with where I find the best is. Often organic I'll get, but that's not like a slam dunk or anything like that. I just try to find the freshest, highest quality, dankest fruit or vegetables I can find. Dank vegetables. Yeah, I guess you have dank vegetables. I think of dank fruit like a really sweet, like cherry or mango or something like that. Let's see. Pumpkin tofu. Wow. What is pumpkin tofu? Share what that is, Alec. I've not heard of pumpkin tofu. Let's see. So, Audrey, so you saw hemp tofu as a soy free alternative to normal tofu. It makes sense. I guess they're kind of like a similar macronutrient profile, more heavy in the fats like soy is. So, it makes sense if you can make a tofu out of soy. Why not make a tofu out of hemp, huh? I'd like to try that out. It sounds kind of cool. What's my opinion? Ask Jeff. You guys want to ask all the provocative questions. Medicinal, mushroom, chaga, lion's mane, turkey tail, and trip mushrooms. That's too much to answer in one question there, Jeff. But I've tried reishi. I had a period in 2012 maybe I was taking a lot of reishi mushroom. It's not psychedelic or anything like that. Kind of a spiritually elevating mushroom. It was cool. I've had my share of psilocybin mushrooms in the 90s, particularly, not much recently or anything like that. But yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about those. You just have to do them in the right setting. Like, don't go out to a big concert or be out in public, go to Disneyland and silly things like that. Be alone or with a small group and do it in a responsible setting that you have control over. Because if you go to any of those places I talked about, you have zero control. I like to have I don't want to encounter weird people. You never know what kind of nut you can encounter. I want to be able to listen to music that I choose. I want to be in the right temperature. I don't want to be freezing or really hot. Let's see. I haven't had an Impossible Burger since maybe they came out and I checked it out. I don't think I really, I don't think we even ever bought Impossible Burgers like we've bought in like a few, Beyond Burgers. So I hope that answered your question. Gee, I think our 3 more minutes till our Instacart gets here, it sounds like. So we'll see how that works. It's weird how they can predict it to the minute. I guess they just use like Google Maps and uses like their Google's calculation. Leany, yes, our channel does look interesting and cool. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, check out more of our videos if this is your first time. They're not all live streams or anything like that. Philosopher K, yes, I did finish Jump Attack. If you guys remember some of my videos from about like a year and a half-ish ago, it's like a athletic training program that an NBA trainer, he's trained Michael Jordan. He's really famous, Tim Grover. I did that. I don't think I was at the level where I really could get the most benefit from Jump Attack. I think it helped me in some ways, but I really started slam dunking maybe 4 months after I finished Jump Attack. So who's to say? Maybe Jump Attack did lead me down the path I needed to go down. It's hard to say, Philosopher K. Good question. You know, it was part of my process, but I think it really would benefit like, you know, more elite athletes than like some old dude like me. All right, well, thanks for joining, Graven. I'll be gone in a second anyway, so I'm glad you were here, able to be here with us. Oh, Leany, what does convince me to quit mean? I wasn't expecting like fellow vegans that watch this channel to try to convince me to quit. I was leaving that invitation open for anti-vegans, whoever, people who think vegan diets are crazy or bad or whatever, to give me a reason, a good, logically sound, valid argument why I should quit being vegan. That's all I was saying. I was waiting for someone to try to do that to me. That's what that is, in case you're wondering. Let's see. What do I use to shave? A razor. But I stopped, I haven't shaved my beard area for a couple days. I shaved off my goatee, but I'm going to let the beard area grow out. I saw like Brad Pitt. Did you see him, you know, with the huge cast of like superstars reading Fast Times at Ridgemont High's script? I saw he had this cool little stubbly white beard. I go, hey, if Brad Pitt can do that, maybe I can do that. So I'm gonna not shave for a little bit and see what happens. If it looks like crap, I'll shave it off. Oh, I think our Sprouts order is here, so I should get going pretty soon. I'm sure Angie got that notification too. So anyway, any last questions before I go, so I could join my wife and maybe get a little walk in? Because yeah, when I was out exercising this morning, she was going to go with me just to get some outdoor time, but I really wanted to get going before the sun really got really hot. So I promised her I'd take her on a little hike tonight, which is fun for me too. It's a good, you know, good thing to do, walk around outside in the sunset. So you have any questions for me? Cool, you got a new sub? I got a new sub in you, Leany? Cool, thank you. Thanks so much. What do you use for shaving cream? Oh, I don't use any shaving cream. I just like, you know, try to shave as quickly as I possibly can after I get out of the tub. Well, you know, while it's, you know, it's still soft. So yeah, you know, if you have any suggestions for me, I think the thing I found is the most valuable tool for shaving, making it like as easy as possible, is having a fresh blade, which I'm horrible about. I'm just lazy and just leave old crappy blades on forever. I'm with you, BAM Studios. Yeah, no one should eat like Beyond Burgers like even once a day, let alone 3 times a day. Yeah, like once in a while. Like, just like even if you're a non-vegan, you shouldn't be having burgers all that often, you know? Cool, I'm glad you guys thought this was fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks today. We'll just cut it off here. And who knows, maybe you'll see another one tomorrow if I have trouble getting my day organized to research a new video. That's what I figured it's going to be my new thing. If I don't have the time to research a new video, I'll hop on and chat with you guys live for a little bit. You know, so I want to try to contribute. I want to work on Happy Healthy Vegan in some way, shape, or form with you guys every day, because a lot of times I'm doing work behind the scenes, working on our e-commerce. Just earlier today I put in an order for a bunch of new t-shirts. You know, I'm always doing something, but I feel like I'm missing you guys a lot. So anyway,
say goodbye.
I want to say goodbye. Oh, Angie want to say goodbye.
Oh yeah, I thought I was going to say goodbye.
Angie's going to say bye. Yeah, they're here.
Oh, they're here.
They're here. Hey, Angie's here.
Hey, I'm here.
Angie's here. Hopefully,
I'm here.
hope you guys didn't leave.
I know, they probably all left. Oh well.
No, I still have 147 right now.
Oh wow, not bad. Hey, so hi, goodbye.
Our food just get here?
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I got a little notification.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, it's at the door.
Oh my goodness. I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Oh, so, yeah, I Can't Stop Lying keeps going automatically to hidden. I don't know why. Show.
Yeah, I did.
That's another one.
Oh, another one.
So all of my, yeah, I kept having to show all his, I don't know what's up.
Yeah.
Anyway. So hopefully we'll have a decent little sunset walk.
Yeah. Does the weather still look nice out there?
Yeah.
Because I'm in all, you can't see out the windows in
seems
here.
fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Look, see, he's still hidden. What's up?
I don't know what's up in Nonstop Lion, huh?
Non-stop line.
Huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that every single thing that he was saying to us, it was all getting.
Well, he's old school, right? Maybe I'll make
Yeah.
him a moderator if this keeps going on, just so all his comments will come
that'd
through.
be awesome. He's
Yeah.
usually on here.
Yeah. What did you do to YouTube? Can't stop
I
lying.
know.
Ask Rich Lover.
I know. They're like, oh, I don't trust that guy. He's gonna say something crazy.
Well, anything you want to say to the people before we go out and explore the world?
Well, I am thinking about doing another Angie's Animal Friends video.
And also, you just told me today we might have enough snacks now to do another Snack-A-Geddon live.
Okay, yeah. So someone reached out. I put a picture on Instagram on the stories of Joey in the box. Like I got a box today. I opened it. I took out like a loaf of bread, and then Joey immediately starts jumping in there. But I don't really know too much about the company, but they sent us a loaf of bread and some tortillas to try.
Okay.
So I'll try to figure out, how we would try that. And then another company reached out to me. They wanted to send me some gim snacks, and gim is like the Korean word for seaweed.
When's
so
that
it's
get
like,
in here?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's like 4 flavors of seaweed snacks. So if we get them by the weekend or whatever.
I have some stuff coming too. Remember
do?
that omega-3 DHA product?
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
O3
we have
smoothies?
the one that tastes like peanut butter.
Yeah,
jelly
they're sending me
sandwiches.
that, a mango one, and their vegan CBD products too. So that could be
Wow,
part of
people
our snack.
always ask if you do CBD.
Yeah,
so,
so,
now you can say I have done CBD.
So we might be able to do a snack again, and maybe this weekend. Who
yeah,
knows?
if it all works out.
Yeah,
that'd be
so
cool.
yeah, that'll be fun to do. I like doing snack again.
Yeah. I guess if you guys want us to try some other vegan snacks, you can always try to put some companies in touch with us.
If you think of anyone that
open.
we should be chatting with.
The colors look really tweaked on here. It looks really red. I feel like I'm all blushing. I'm not blushing.
Maybe because I have the lighting differently. Yeah, I don't have the side fill on. So the iPhone, that's what I'm using as my webcam right now. The iPhone kind of reacts and adjusts, through its computational
I did see
photography.
when I was watching from the other room, I could see that sometimes it would kind of like zoom in on you a little bit and then like go out of focus and then focus again.
It shouldn't do that.
I know. I thought I saw it a couple times.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Did you guys see it, or am I tripping?
I didn't see anything of the sort. But yeah, I'm not. I guess I'm watching here the YouTube feed. Right
I guess
there.
it would only probably happen if you like had something out, if you were like gesticulating or something.
Yeah, maybe so, huh?
Yeah. Anyways, let's see.
Oh, I'm not seeing the chat change anymore. Huh. Let me try a.
Are we still live, or are we just sitting here talking to
Let me try a
ourselves?
refresh here. Hopefully everything's cool.
I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire.
All right, here we
to
go.
my light.
Here we are. We're not gone. I just hit refresh.
With a little fucking soul.
What does Angie's T-shirt say?
Oh man.
It's
Okay.
from Sweet and Simple Vegan.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what I said when I was under carb. This is an extra small t-shirt, guys. It's like super tight. Extra small. Let's see. Yes, okay.
Yes.
So, yes,
Walt wants
Angie's
to
Animal Friends for
Uncle
one thing.
Walt wants to see that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because, well, today I was filming. You can also see on the Instagram, just on our wall feed, I put up a little video I made of a squirrel today. So we haven't seen any squirrels in like a month or so. Like, seems like they kind of disappeared for the summer.
Yeah, they did.
And we were wondering if they would ever come back. A squirrel is starting to come back, and I fed it for the first time today, a couple of almonds. And then it was like standing on the wall and screaming at me through the window. So it was like already super entitled, like asking for seconds. And I got some really cute footage of an opossum doing an activity I'd never seen before, which I had to actually Google it and look around to figure out. I thought something was wrong, but I learned a big lesson about how opossums live. And I have like hours of footage of raccoons, so I could totally. Oh, I think I might have filmed some stuff. There's a new cat that's been coming around our front yard too. Kind of new. We'd seen him once or twice last year, but it's coming around regularly now. So I definitely have enough stuff to do in Angie's Animal Friends.
Oh, it's Instacart thanking us.
Okay.
I'll tell
All right,
Jeff.
awesome.
It's a little too late in the day. The sun's too low to get vitamin D right now, but I'm
Yeah.
sure I got blasted today when I was doing basketball. Do squirrels like bananas, Uncle Walt? We've never tried to give them a banana, have we?
I felt like they don't. Like maybe I'd put some, but if we ever put a banana outside, it would probably be like really
A bad
It'd be
banana.
a really bad banana. It wouldn't be yummy.
My hair
I'll
is
tell
all...
you what they do love. They love avocados.
Look at this hair, guys. You know, vegan or VD, you know, says I'm losing all my hair because
Oh my
I'm
god,
vegan.
I had a nightmare the other morning, like the last dream I had before waking up, that I was looking at my hair and my hairline was like way back here. I was all, no, I'm going bald. And I woke up, I looked at and I just was like getting my hair ready. That's when I remembered. I was like, oh, thank God that was the nightmare.
Hair's all clean. Usually I don't come on like right after washing it, but I just washed it because, you know, I'm playing basketball, getting all dirty and stuff. All right, let's do it, man. We're gonna lose that sunlight, huh? We
Yeah.
got to split. Well, thank you, guys.
All right, guys.
Good to see y'all. Good to see Uncle Walt. Thanks, Race Lover, for your moderating skills. And yeah, guys, we're gonna go catch that sunset before it goes because it's gonna be down soon.
I know, it's been, yeah,
We're gonna
been
make it.
definitely going quicker lately.
All right, guys. If you just came, you can. If you want to see the whole live stream, you can watch it from the beginning again. It's a relatively
Was it
short
really
one for me.
exciting?
Nothing crazy. We didn't change YouTube or vegan history
You didn't
today.
like vegan history today?
No, but anyway.
Look, Can't Stop Lying still getting.
Wow. What did
And
Can't Stop
someone
Lying
else
do?
too. They just sent a bunch of emoticons. There's
Yeah,
nothing
Larry.
bad there.
Yeah. Huh. Well, YouTube's tripping today, huh?
Yeah, something's not right.
All right, guys. So thank you.
All right.
I'm going to end it right now so we can do our thing. Ooh.
Uh oh.
All right. Bye, guys.